Hi and welcome to Flinders University. I'm Lucy, the International Admissions Team Leader.
And I'm Elliot, an International Admissions Officer.
We're going to talk about how to apply as an international student. So Elliot, I'm an international student and I'm looking to apply to study at Flinders. What do I need to do to get started?
Well, one of the first things you can do is go to our website, and there you'll find more information on all of the courses that we have available. When you go onto our website, you can also check the entry requirements for the courses, as well as whether you may be eligible for any credit. It's worth checking the website for all that information before you get started on your application.
Okay, so what's next?
Well, the next thing is for you to get your documents ready to apply. So there's several things you need, including your passport and previous academic documents, and it's worth having those to hand before you apply. But there is a checklist on the application form in case you're unsure of what you need. The next step is for you to submit your application, and again, you can do that online via our website. You'll find the links on how to apply, and you can just follow those.
Is there a fee for applying?
No, when you submit your application to study at Flinders, there's no cost.
What happens after I apply?
Well, the next step is your application will come through to the International Admissions Office, and from there we'll assess your documents and determine whether you're eligible for the course you've applied for. If you've requested credit as well, we'll assess that at this stage of your application.
Will I then receive my offer?
Yes, that's right. The next step is for the admissions team to send you your offer letter. You'll receive this via email, which is why it's important to make sure your email contact is correct when you enter this when you apply. Your offer letter will also contain details of any conditions you need to meet in order to be admitted to Flinders, so it's worth reading through these carefully and understanding exactly what you need to do. You can also contact Flinders for more information.
What if I have conditions on my offer?
Well, you will need to meet these to be admitted into your course. If you're unsure about how you need to do that, you can contact the admissions office for more information.
So I've got my offer. What's next?
Well, the next step is for you to accept your offer. More information on how to do that is contained in the email that you received with your offer letter. It's also worth noting that at this stage, we may request additional information as part of the GTE, or Genuine Temporary Entrant Assessment, that you're required to do. So this is a requirement that the Australian government has for all international students to pass. So we just need to make some additional checks before you can proceed.
So I've accepted my offer, I've passed the GTE checks, and I've met my conditions. Where to from here?
Well, the next step is for you to make your payment, and the details of how much you'd need to pay are on your offer letter. Typically, this is one semester's tuition fee, plus the cost of overseas health cover if you'd like for us to arrange that for you. But again, more details can be found on your offer letter.
Okay, so I've made my payment. Can I go ahead and apply for my student visa?
Yes, but you will need one more piece of information from the university, and that's your confirmation of enrolment, or COE. So once you've accepted, paid, and met all of your offer letter conditions, the university will issue you with your COE, which you can use to apply for your student visa. More information on the actual visa application process is available from the Department of Home Affairs.
And what if I already have a visa?
Well, if you already have a student visa, then we'll just issue you with a new COE, which you can use to update the Department of Home Affairs and apply for a longer visa if that's what you need. If you have another visa that allows you to study whilst you're in Australia, then we can look at that as part of your application process and complete any checks that we need to do.
Is my application able to be pre-assessed before I hit submit?
Unfortunately, no. We do require you to submit an application in order for us to assess your documents. However, as previously mentioned, there is no application fee. So if you are interested in applying, we'd suggest you just submit an application so we can take a look.
And by when do I have to accept my offer?
Well, for most courses, there's no deadline, but we do recommend that you accept your offer as soon as possible in order to avoid missing out and to ensure you have sufficient time to arrange your student visa and travel to Australia. If you're applying for a limited intake course, there may be a deadline attached to your offer. That's why it's really important to read your offer letter carefully, because you may have to accept and pay within a certain deadline in order to secure your place.
Can I study a Flinders course online?
If you're in Australia on a student visa, you must study in person at campus. However, we do have some courses which are available for external study, where you're offshore and not in Australia. Only some of our courses are available, so it would be worth, again, checking our website for more information.
Thanks very much, Elliot. That's covered everything I need today.
That's no problem, Lucy. And if you do have any more questions, you can get in touch with our Flinders International team and we'll be happy to help.
Thank you for visiting Flinders University.
We look forward to welcoming you on campus soon.